Okay, so we're here and in Cursor, and we're going to be creating a SvelteKit template that uses Tailwind as the CSS, and there's a few general layouts, maybe a blog, and we want to explore how we can use Sanity to create basically a UX that clients can use to create blog posts and manage the content on the site. So just going to jump into Cursor here, and I'm in plan mode. So we want to create a SvelteKit application that uses Tailwind CSS and some general layouts. We are looking to explore how to leverage Sanity to provide a great UX for clients who will be managing the site. The ideal scenario is that they'll be able to create pages. And also an ideal scenario, they'll be able to create not only pages with like a general template, but build out pages with different section templates in a CMS style way, but also with different sections that we have in our code base. This structure will require 5 different section types for the landing page, and then we want to have a blog, case studies, pages that can be created with different sections that we have available in our code base. So I'm going to hit plan here, and I think as we move to an AI native stack, what we're finding is people are asking about how they can manage the content themselves. So traditionally with WordPress or with Webflow, they've got a beautiful CMS editor and the ability to just click onto any text on the site and then change it. I know Ship Studio from Julian is allowing people to click on the text and then edit it themselves. And he's also working with Sanity as the CMS, but the goal with this one is to create a CMS that does everything. So let's do that. Standard hero, features, testimonials, great, embedded in SvelteKit. How should Sanity Studio be set up for your clients? Embedded in SvelteKit at Studio, single deploy, simple for clients. Cool, so we can either set it at /studio or separate. I'm going to do it as just studio. Greenfield build, nice. Now let's view the plan. Core pattern, each document type, ordered at sections array. We want to use PMPM here as well, instead of NPM, just because it can be a bit faster. And environment setup, studio config, Sanity schemas. Great, each section is unique object. Some SEO stuff here as well. Looks like it's got most of the stuff here that we need. This is going to be the main section here. Will be how these slugs are done. Single blog post, portable text body, optional page builder. So it's good that it's made it as an option. Structure looks relatively good. We've just got the general page for the home page, blog route page, case studies route page, and some components. Great, that looks good. I'm using Composer here because I've burned through all of my credits, unfortunately, for Fable 5, just to show you guys what it looks like when you use a crazy amount of credits. There it is. So here I was doing so that was for Rapid 301. So this was a big migration project from Webflow across to, if I just show you here. Open Webflow. So Rapid 301 is a URL redirect, bulk redirecting tool. Bulk URL redirecting tool. And it used to be in Webflow and like this. And all of the stuff is built in Webflow here. So I load the project. You can see all of these scanning overlays. So this is a SaaS tool. And building SaaS in Webflow is quite tricky because all of these things need to be built. All of the different things in this flow need to be built. Each of these needs to have an attribute on it. That all needs to be done manually. And so I just didn't really want to work on it in Webflow anymore. It was just, you can see there's quite a few pages here. And it was just pretty tricky to manage and build out anything complex. So blowing a bunch of credits and cursor and moved it across to SvelteKit. And I'm saving now extra 40 something a month on hosting, and I got recommended back to using Super-based authentication, built out a bunch more tools, really tidied up the whole UX here. All of these things that take a long time to Webflow now need not take a long time to build anymore. And that thinking is the same reason why I'm getting completely off Webflow and moving to the main stack of SvelteKit and Super-base and now Sanity for the client CMS, because one thing Webflow did great was the CMS and the editing experience. And from a dev perspective, building an AI is better than building in no code, but from a client perspective, managing a site with AI is an unknown for them, but it's very known what it looks like in a tool like Webflow. So moving across back into Cursor, we can see that it is creating a bunch of different SVGs, which is studio previews. That's pretty cool. We've got our robots.txt here, ENV example. So now I guess we need to go over to Sanity Studio. Now let's go to Sanity. Get started. Just gonna continue. Save that. One pass. Friend. Fluent. Marketing. SvelteKit client demo. And I'm using SvelteKit. So I'll go over here. Adding Sanity. We can tailor your setup experience. No, building from scratch. No, starting from scratch. That's cool, but it has migration options there as well. Okay, so create default maybe I need to go back because I have obviously not created it from scratch. Let's say existing then. Let's see what existing does. Projects. Can we have a new project here? New project. Client demo D1. Let's see what this looks like. Just trying to familiarize myself with the dashboard. Okay. Just that. Let's delete this. So client demo, later, initialize project. Next view, manage example, create a Sanity project. API settings, tokens. Okay, so what's included? Let's just run this project. Dev. Internal area, fantastic. So data set production placeholder. Okay, so it's looking for Sanity. 5 sections, page builder, PMP seed. Okay, so we need to run PMP seed first. But public Sanity. Okay, so what we need to do is created. Copy in the example DMV and project tokens. So where are the project tokens? API set token. Okay, so that's client demo. Just set it to 30-day access manager. Just create everything. Copy the token. Publish here. Sanity API read token. Just paste that. Project ID. I guess that's the project ID here. Data set. Okay. Organization ID, project ID, Sanity data set production, Sanity Studio preview secret. Where is the Studio preview secret found? Secret you choose using the hook, so the preview mode can set and verify cookie. Generate any random string. Okay, let's just generate that here. Might just actually swap to the other monitor and generate another one. Put it here. If that's all okay, I paste the read token in, and data set is set to production, and public Sanity project is set to the ID. Correct. Preview. Good. So it seems to separate the read and write token, so I have just created add that token. Okay, so it's recommending that we use view, edit, admin. Works, but avoid everything. Okay, so I'm going to go back into the API here. Yeah. I'm also going to regenerate that key. And I'm going to add a read token. So view actually. Go to view first. Since it is pre-selected. That's Sanity API. View token. Go back to the API. Read token. Hammer read token. That's actually right token. And that needs to be editor. Okay, so that's the right token. And go back to API now. Get rid of token. Add an API token, read token. And that's view. Regenerate that secret. And then let's just close out the env. Great. They are all added. Now let's see what happens when we run pm seed. Seeding Sanity content. Cool, done. pm run dev. Cool. So now we have this. Now let's see what happens when we go to /studio. Add cause option. Okay, I'm going to do this in my main browser over here. /studio. Studio is connected to an option below. URL don't screenshot that. Paste that cursor. Add code origin is going to take you to the docs. Okay, that needs to be done in here. That's like it allows 333 by default. Now I need to log in with my Gmail. Structure. So I've got pages, homepage, home, meta description, sections, hero section, feature section, testimonials, FAQ. That's pretty cool. So now if we go Project Capital Studios, that's cool. Getting started. Agent prompt. Okay. So now actually, is this the best structure? So is this the best structure, or should we have a mono repo with studio separate? I wonder, because at the moment we've just got a /studio, but it might be better at studio dot whatever the domain is, rather than a round, which might mean just putting it in a mono repo, but it looks like Composer is a bit slow today. Let's have a look at this. Let's blog. How we ship in 7 days. Slug. Author. Avatar. Pretty cool. Cover image. Rich text editor. Okay, so sections don't seem to have thumbnails, so I can't preview them. That was for add a section. Add testimonials. Okay, this looks pretty cool. Just have to go here. Looks very configurable, which is awesome. What's this? Is that new? Is that create a new one? Yeah, I want to get these thumbnails working here. So maybe you go back to just local host general. Let's update this section. It's looking nicer. Set the home text. Go to this side and screenshot one of these sections. Let's create an LR style section and configurable props. We want to be able to swap position of the image and text. Keep it bare bones. Do not style it the same way. We also want to make sure we are using primitive components, e.g. eyebrow. Let's see in here, pages, home page. Okay, that's cool there. So is there a preview link to this? Let's focus mode. Open graph image. document URL. Okay, that's that. That's so good. Wow. Oh yeah. That's very cool. That's awesome. So we can basically build out a Squarespace in Sanity using different components. So let's add light dark mode to this as well. That presentation mode is insane. URL. Will that actually let us pick? That hides it if there's no button. There's no URL that hides it. I wonder if there's a way to configure it. To link to the page. Is there a way to have a drop down list of pages for URLs? Yeah, because ideally I'd like to be able to click on the button, have click on this and not have to type slash. So that the client can simply click on this and it provides a drop down for all the different pages. How do you delete it down there? Page just looks very simple. Cool. Dark mode's in. Great. Now we want some. Now we want image section. That has 3 images. Is there a way to add it? Okay, so not out of the box today. The primary tutorial is plain text input. You can add page drop down by changing Sanity schema. Right now, CTAs use a shared link. That's why you're typing valuables. Ways to add a static drop down. You have to do this manually when pages change. Extend the link selector and reference to page. I think 2 is best. Please implement. Nice to know that it's recommended the best one. Fix the moon icon. It's not so nice. Okay, so let's please put that into the home page and then an alternate as well. Try it in Studio, add a left, right. Do we need to do anything from here? The new section is registered in the schema and has Studio preview. So if we just go to Sanity and we go to Pages, Home. If I cache refresh that, does it give us an additional left, right? Okay. Test. Okay, I'm actually gonna undo that. So if I go back to the, let's undo, remove them. I'm gonna create a placeholder image. Export that to the desktop. And then in the static folder, just drop placeholder image. Default image of that component. So now if I refresh this page, it should have okay, now if I refresh that page, cool, it doesn't have it there. So we need to test two things now. We need to test if I add a left, right here. Lorem is a headline. Let's get some lorem ipsum or equivalent. Label, CTA, view, or C blogs. Blog post. External URL, internal page. Create. Okay, so it lets you create from here. Why can't I see? Oh, sorry. So I'm just looking here, creating this OR section. It lets me click to the blog post, but it doesn't look like it's letting me click to the blog post page. So I'm going to go back over to cursor. I can't see the blog post round or case studies round, only specific blogs / case studies. And if I just type /blog, yeah, if I just type /blog, it doesn't do it. So the picker only lists individual documents, not index routes. I'll check how these routes define and extend the link schema to include them. Okay, so it's like terms of writing, internal page, into post, listing page, blog. Okay. Image. What happens if I don't put it there? And then we just hit publish. Now we come back up here. Page. Okay, it's underneath. Cool. So now if I come back to home, I'm gonna put that there. I'm gonna add another item. A left, right item. Okay. Ipsum. Body. studies. And then let's drag an image. Funny YouTube thumbnail. Position on the other side. And then here. Headline. This is case studies go. Cool that you can set required fields as well. So now it looks like that's there. I wonder if there's a way to make these sections actually look how they are as a section. Is there a way to make these sections look how they do on the website? The small SVG files are not indicative of what is actually on the site. So now if I refresh this page, I should have okay, it seems that there's a bit of lag here. Or do I need to save this again? Yeah, I need to hit publish here. And then it takes just a second to update. Well, that's pretty cool. Now I wonder if there's a way. Depends on how configured we want these components to be. Cool. Presentation tool. You already have Sanity presentation configured. You can add. Okay, I'll show you what I'm looking at. So, is there a way to make these sections look how they do on the website? Yes, but the grid cards are not meant to be render your real Svelte sections. They're static thumbnails. You already have it configured. Okay, yeah, that's true, but from a UX perspective, if I'm looking over here and I'm creating this, these need to look at least somewhat like sections here, because otherwise it's going to get confusing. So, back over to cursor, better static thumbnails. Bottom line, Sanity's grid layout can't render your Svelte components for accurate view. Better grid thumbnails. What are content-aware React previews? That is the question. Okay, how Sanity previews work. Every Sanity schema is defined. You can define a preview block. Title, subtitle, media, thumbnail, the image shown in the grid card. Right now, most sections use static. A content-aware preview replaces. Draws something closer to the real layout. Okay. This is interesting. So it looks like we've got a bit of a limitation with SvelteKit Sanity. I wonder. Today, every purple SVG regardless. Why React Sanity preview runs inside Studio, not on your site. Your site still renders Svelte. The preview is separate, simplified mirror. Okay, so is it trade-offs? Grid cards become much more useful. Editors see what the block contains. extra code required to maintain preview components, align svelte sections, previews or approximations. Is that the same? Is that con the same for React apps? Is this con the same for React apps? Not svelte apps. Same deal with both, but not usually. So even write a slim hero preview instead of dropping in full, you still maintain they're just closer together. What's the same regardless of framework? Okay, so the cons aren't unique to Svelte. Okay, let's do these previews then, as it's important that we can see the general page structure. Yeah, because that's just not acceptable for a client-facing site. Presentation is great, but there's no way to. That's cool. It doesn't look like there's a way to edit the sections order on here. At least not yet. Is there a way to edit the section order on presentation mode? I hope that there is. That would be huge if there is. What did it say for the that is reasonable and fast to ship? Yeah, I mean that's why I went with that, but multiple functions sites. Yeah, I guess for a small demo, the embedded/studio route is fine, but I think if I was going production, I would have a mono repo. So for an actual client project, just keep it completely separate within the same repo, of course. If you still want to move migration, that's fine. Have we broken Sanity? It's interesting that there's nothing here to kind of click into it. That's somewhat better. But custom images taking way too much space. Just doesn't look professional enough there. I wonder if there is the page. This is actually interesting. Okay, so now we have a product decision to make. If we're giving a site to a client to manage, do we want to say all of this kind of stuff here? What do we want to just say what the section is? part of me is thinking maybe just have it say what the section is, and then maybe click on presentation to edit everything. Yeah, I think that's the go. So I think okay. We want to come up with names. Well, actually, we want to come up with more names. We want to come up with a system that lets users easily understand what the section is. These mini things don't have the mini previews don't have the real estate required to display things nicely. Let's come up with a list of components and names for them, as well as simple screenshots. I'm just going to chuck it in plan mode. I quite liked what it had before, where it just said hero. But if I think about an actual site, so if we go over to into session, we've got like custom hero section. This is not displayed anywhere else. This is a very custom section. But then these product pages, they're somewhat custom as well. In terms of these being HTML, but it's a static component with some custom HTML there, but the image can be changed. So I think, how would you do that in Sanity? Where you have a background image and then something over the background image. Okay. Section thumbnail, which no screenshot pipeline. Okay, so back over in cursor, design static assets, section type name. Easy. Okay, so let's see what it builds here. Now let's go over to another agent. Is this kind of thing achievable with our LR sections? In Sanity, e.g. we have the text, then BG image, but also some HTML. Do not code. I could just swap it to ask mode, but sometimes do not code makes more sense. Currently I think try to render real content, use a single catalog as a source of truth. Hero section, hero, grid label hero, intro. Okay, so I will add a sections catalog. I like that. Sections catalog is good. Simplify schema previews. Remove all the section previews. And use a small helper. So preview image reads from section catalog instead of string interpolation. Yeah. Okay, doc, add a short readme. Sections, each card will show a clean wireframe of the thumbnail, so that would be here, clean wireframe of the thumbnail. Hover reads the section name. Add new same wireframe groups. How does this intro content conversion? Okay, that's cool. Conversion out of scope now. Real screenshot. Yeah, we don't even need that. Let's just build that. Okay, so conceptually, so I like using multiple agents kind of bunny hopping each other. So while that is building the catalog out, I'm looking back over it. If we wanted to do one of these sections, how we do it. What you see, what it supports. The front end renders that as a straightforward 50/50 grid. No layering. The screenshot has mostly yes, no HTML, so text background headers is done. The overlay card in your screenshot is really a coded UI component, not freeform HTML from Sanity. As an overlay with a type picker plus editable content. You could add, well, that was quick. You could add raw HTML field in Sanity, but it's really worth it. Hard for editors, pre-built overlay variants. Is there a way to mix complex things like this, where we just add it directly on the page, or is it required directly from Sanity? I think it's going to be required from Sanity. It would be really nice. Can you do it from here? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. Let's have live reload. It should have live reload, right? The image position is not working. Okay, so back up, let's just say that this left/right image position is not working. So Sanity drives content composition in this template, not all rendering. Complex UI like a transcript belongs in Svelte components. The question is whether editors can configure which variant and what text goes in via Studio, or you wire it directly in the page file. Yeah, so I think the best way to do these kinds of things. Just close out. Yeah, the best way to do these kinds of things will be to create components for them. And then have that as an option within Sanity. Let's see the left. Left-right image is not working, so back up to Sanity. Normally I wouldn't build it in this way, in which I'm just hacking together a bunch of bits of content sections. Normally I go through and build the layout of the page first. I'd get all the content in, and I think what I'd do is just extract all of that to Sanity. So that it already has a clearly defined structure, whereas now I'm just having a bit of play around. That's quite cool. It's a bit too much. Do we think that's still too much? Let's see this. That's working now. Okay, cool. So that's working. We can go back to structure. I really should do something with this. Makes me feel like it's broken. I think it is still too complicated. How about just have something even simpler, like the name of the section.
think?
Okay, back over cursor. Is a great UX for clients that is simple but easy to understand in the structure tab of Sanity. Realized I haven't been streaming to X this whole time. I hope we're streaming to YouTube, are we? Yeah. Okay, create a broadcast on X. I'm very new to this whole streaming kind of thing. Sanity, technology, OBS, public, create. Broadcast created. Okay. Sick. Okay. So back over in Sanity now. We are looking at these sections. And they are probably too complicated. So coming back over to cursor, bottom line, your instinct is right. Of course, it would say that. AI, the enabler for the structure tab, list plus section name plus optional content. Thumbnails belong in presentation, not in the builder. Yes, please. If anyone has another good way of doing this sections style category. Sorry, Insanity. It would be awesome to know how you guys are making possible clients to just add different sections here so that they can build out pages. Okay, that list is pretty cool. Moving over to presentation. I really want it to be draggable here. Is it? In presentation mode. Sanity. Is it possible to be able to re-order sections? I really feel like it needs to be. Because what happens if you just have to come back to here, click on pages home, and then drag from here. That is not great. So maybe I just need to enable something. Insanity to give that ability there. I wonder if there's also the ability to change button types. So for this section. Sections. So if I just drag that up, does it reflect? Oh, that's cool. Okay, so what's the cursor actually done? 2 ways to render in the Studio 4 panel. When you open a page document, the side panel shows the normal Sanity form. on the wide preview drag on the page not wide up yet. Also supports visual drag and drop in the preview iframe. Drag a section on the page and the underlying sections erase. Yes, that's what we want. This is what we want. So this is the overall setup here. I like having cursor on screen and then whatever it is I'm working on the other screen. Just makes it really easy to see what's going on rather than having the preview in the cursor browser, which I never use as I've got this set up. Very curious to see what this drag and drop by adding the Sanity attributes is obviously in this page builder. Yeah, if we look at cursor here, the Sanity part of the library is starting to get pretty large. I definitely think having a mono repo in production would be beneficial. Okay, so what happens if I just drag that? Hold shift while dragging to enter minimap mode. Oh, that's cool. Oh yeah, that's sick. That is exactly what I wanted. So let's just say we want to drag that up. Can even do this whole shift. That is a really nice feature. Can I duplicate? Yes. Oh yeah, that's sick. Remove. This is great. Right. That's fantastic. Nice shrink. Yes. Image on top. Image below. Okay, and then that's when I guess I come over to back over to cursor. If I just screenshot that and then go back over to cursor and then say the LR/text image sections. The image should always be on top when we break on smaller devices. So you'll see if I'm over here, this image breaks on top when the image is on the left, but when the image is on the right, it breaks to underneath. This is great UX for clients. Wow. Open a structure. Fantastic. I don't really know if I want. Why is home? Because it has to be. Does it have to be? Yeah. It just like index. Does that work? Okay. Notification. So now for configuring Sanity. Well, it's not actually configuring Sanity, it's configuring components that Sanity is using. So all of that is done directly in cursor. You just change component CSS and updates across all of the component instances on the site by the looks of it, which is exactly what we want. So quote, author. We want to add an author route. We want to add a drop down for authors. Okay, I'll put this. Tony Gibson. Dev, another quote here. very cool for this. So is there a way to do color schemes now? So if we go back over into cursor, is there a way to do color schemes for each of the components? The problem is that if clients add components with the same background color in front, one after another. So if clients add a section with the same background color one after another, the site is going to get very boring, like this. Here it looks quite good, but let's just say that they just duplicate that. That's obviously going to get very boring. So can we have field in the components, each components to set the theme of the component. In each component that has a button, we want to be able to set button type. That's another thing that we want to do. So I think we've got, do we not have a button component yet? Components, primitives, eyebrow. We also want to replace all the buttons on our site with a button component. So now back up here, default, muted. Is it doing it? Muted. Dark. Surely dark do something. Color scheme. Picker is there. But it's not actually changing anything. We definitely make that change something. Okay, there it is. Pretty snappy too. Pretty cool image. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. And then you can come here, switch over. Drag it around. After that, delete that section. Add another Q. Another Q. Hi. Publish. Make that dark. Unit. Okay, so hypothetically, I want to just build out a new page. How would I do it? Go to structure, pages, new page, about. I just about, company, meta. Okay, open graph image. Can we please set the default open graph image for each page that can be overridden using structure. Open graph field. So this is something with Webflow that you had to do pretty manually. Add an open graph every single page. I want to just have a single open graph image that can be set. Maybe we have, is there a way to set globals? Here. I wonder if there's a way to set globals. But I'll continue with this. So let's just add an item. Let's add hero, bounce, pump, acme. And then primary CTA label. Let's just go see blogs, listing page, log. There's an image for hero section. Let's put an image in here. Let's just make it dark. Publish. Okay, add item. Image gallery. I don't really have images on my own page. I'll use them myself. Apologies for that. I think it's changed. Yeah. Changes. Test. So it needs three images here. I wish there was like a save button just because it makes me feel like clicking around a little bit. Publish. Now let's go LR, text and image section, eyebrow, story, headline, outcome, history, lots of stuff, CTA label. Okay, so this actually requires a CTA here. So we don't want this to require a CTA button. So labeling not set. We also want to add a config option for the button. So it can either be primary or text. Can be a different pre-configured button type. And then I think we've got the button component here now. So I'm just typing in the cursor here. Do we have our button component yet? Okay, we're still on the plan mode for the button component. Field, link, underline, matches hero. Yeah, let's just do that. On each wish button type, on each CTA, link, and sanity per button. I think once per section is fine for now. It's actually extremely configurable. I'm pretty blown away by Sanity. That. Yeah, so really it's just fill out whatever it is that you need in here. It can be as simple or as complex as you want to make it. So label CTA. Now type. So it's cool that you can do that. Quick type. In some situations there might be to pop open a modal. wonder what the easiest way to do that is. Link to page or post listing page. Let's make it primary. Let's put this here. Make it dark. Cool. And then we're going to go to presentation. Okay, so we're on home now. Documents on this page. Documents on this page. Pages about studio presentation. So what's the easiest way to look at all of the pages here in presentation? Like if I click pages about copy document. It says published draft. That's a draft. So they're both draft pages, presentation. Well, I'll just make this button. Go to about. See company. I mean, I could just do about like that. Doesn't seem to like it so much about that. About. Interesting. Okay, let's actually go into studio. Okay, so what if I open this in incognito? Get started. It's going to about, or is that not published yet? Hit publish. About. There is an about page. Why is it started not going to about? Okay. I think there's just a tiny bit of lag between when it's published and when it goes onto the page. But all in all, I'm actually pretty impressed with how easy it is to get up and running. And the main goal of this experiment is to figure out a way to present the AI native CMS client. So what that means is like traditionally Webflow has an easy to use CMS that's directly within Webflow, WordPress everyone's familiar with. But with the AI native stuff, the question that we're getting asked is how do we get page content? So for SEO companies that are working with our clients, for SEO companies themselves that are asking about these new frameworks and new ways of building, and design agencies, they all want to know what the client experience is going to be. And I need to create something here that is going to be easy to send them so that they can understand what their client experience will be, so that they can sell the AI native stack and CMS to their clients and have confidence that their clients will have a good experience managing the site. So this obviously isn't a pretty looking site, but this is just my first attempt at doing anything with Sanity. It's actually been pretty awesome. Again, I keep every time I click on here, I think that I've done something wrong. I refresh the page. It's just so empty. But here, homepage out. You can build that out there. You can build it out here. Okay, so now it's saying documents on that page. So I think that's just a new document. So let's create a new page. And let's call this page test services. That's one that you probably get. That services Acme. Would be pretty nice if they could generate. I'm actually going to leave that blank and see if I can generate the meta description from within cursor. The open graphic image doesn't look like it is being used from like using a default. Okay, so that's wide up. We want to default open graphic image. Default image, every page falls back to OG image default. Static OG image default is square, which is awesome. CMS pages already have an open graph image, resolves UG Sanity override of default. So I want to know if there is a way in Sanity to just have it so that the client can click the button. I guess there's no page content. Probably better done with cursor. Let's add some sections to this page. Let's add a hero section, services, Acme, specializes in XYZ, primary label, about Acme, link to an internal page, link to about, make it a primary, don't want an image, we want dark. Homepage, hero section on the services page. Now the nav is not being updated, so back over cursor, what's going on here? From a structural perspective, we have these routes. So okay, from a structural perspective, we are creating pages in Sanity, but we cannot see pages in our SvelteKit project as routes. Actually, I'm going to go into site. But even still in site there. Okay, so this is where it's coming from. So let's think about this. If the goal is to allow the clients to create pages on the website, which pages will they need to create? Well, we're going to create a strong foundation from the overall architecture, starting with a sitemap. So that sitemap will include us building the pages, probably home, about, services, contact, all of the fun stuff. Blog overview, case studies, as well as sections for all of them that are components. And then once we have those things in place, I would probably port that to Sanity so that all of the content can be managed in that way. So, because of that, it would mean that if a client wanted to create additional pages, they would need to be configured completely from within Sanity. They couldn't have any custom stuff really on the page. So let's just have a chat with Cursor and make sure that that's correct. Please explain the implications of this. So I think what it's going to mean is that any page that's created within Sanity is going to be constrained to using this pre-built components. If we ever wanted to break out of that component design and do something a bit special on the page, such as this kind of page scrolly thing like that, where you get this nice green coming in the background, but that would need to be done on a custom page. Which means that we would need to delete the page in Sanity and migrate the content across and then delete the page in Sanity. So let's have a look what it says here. I'll trace our Sanity pages map to SvelteKit routes. The template uses content-driven routing, not one SvelteKit route file per CMS page. That makes sense. That's what allows clients to create pages. Yeah, so that's what we were saying. It queries by the slug with this route over here. So when you create a page in Sanity, like your services page with slug, you don't add a new file. The catch-all route receives the request and loads the matching document. Okay, yeah. Every CMS page is rendered by the same Svelte component page builder. And then Sanity determines what appears on the screen. So content editors can publish new pages without code deploy. That's what we want. Add a page in Studio, set a slug, publish the URL exists immediately. The URL is the Sanity slug, not the file path. A page with slug services becomes /services. Internal links resolved the same way. All CMS pages share one template. Layout, SEO, and section rendering are identical. Differentiation comes from Sanity content, which is what we're setting in there, not from separate route files. SEO OG live in Sanity, not in route files. Yeah, 404s are data-driven. Yeah. Reserved paths, fixed routes win over the catch-all. So you can't use Sanity to create a page at blog. Those paths are already taken. Okay, that's cool. So that means that we have, if we create any kind of route in here, it's going to override anything that's done in Sanity. Home is special, no automatic navigation. Creating a page in Sanity doesn't add it to the header or footer. You still need to link it manually or build a nav that queries the page. Build time doesn't know all URLs unless you're pre-rendering or a sitemap generated the query center. The build won't pre-render every CMS page. Pages are resolved at request time. Blog posts and case studies are separate document types. They don't use generic page catch-all. They have their own routes and schemas. That makes sense. So to tie it back to a real project, if we have, for example, what would a good sitemap, like show me a sitemap chat. Generate a normal sitemap for me. Maybe it's just even on Google sitemap. So if we've got this kind of sitemap here, what it would mean is that if I open it up, if we have this sitemap here, what it would mean is that we would need to create, I think, the home route, products, project support, about us. These sections would all be components here. These would all be components as well, and they might not necessarily be our storage component. It could just be left-right section component, such as this, and then that would be our story. Team would just be a grid that has a bunch of different elements like this. Image elements, we could again make it clickable. And for any component, we can do what we want within that component, but what we can't do is allow highly custom components, I think, where there's a lot of different interactions going on, because if they're predicated on previous components, or some complex interactions, we would need to set that up quite carefully. Like clicking on this and having a modal pop open, for example. I think it should be doable. But the modal would need to be in the layout, and it would need to be looking for the attribute that was on these. That attribute should probably be set by a name. Let's actually do that. Let's actually create a team modal. Let's create a team modal for this section. So when you click on one of these elements, it opens the drawer from the right-hand side of the screen. That drawer needs to be root layout. I always tell us it needs to be the layout, just because it's nice to be able to trigger drawers from anywhere. And if you have it just on the page or in the component, you get z-indexing issues and all that kind of stuff. But let's see what it does there. So no automatic navigation. Build time doesn't know all the URLs. In short, Sanity is the source of truth for which pages exist and what they contain. SvelteKit provides the machinery. So what are the SEO implications? Yeah, we need to know the SEO implications, because I'm sure Sanity has obviously already thought about this and built it in so that it's SEO friendly. Otherwise they wouldn't exist, but we need to figure out how to set it up properly. So what works well? Server-side metadata, per page SEO, where SEO responsibility shifts. With file-based routes, SEO is split between code and content. A page like your services example with meta title but no description will index not broken but weak. It's actually really cool that it knows the state of what's going on in Sanity in cursor directly, which is amazing. No automatic. Preview mode has no index. That's fine. There's no JSON-D, which limits. Project uses adapter order with no pre-render. What you have is a solid foundation for on-page metadata to decrease the discovery. I can add any of these next. Sitemap generation from Sanity. What is the best way to do this so that as pages get added, they get indexed? Should we have a button that is toggled on by default for each page that is created, that determines whether it is added to the sitemap or not? Again, just drop it in plan mode. So let's see what's happened here. I'm going to go to private window so that I can click on team modal. After swapping the section in Sanity and adding bios. Okay, so what do I need to do? I go to the wanna know the easiest way to just get to the About page? How can I just change the page here? Drafts. Published. Documents on this page. Out. Like, why can't I just view this? How do I view this page? I really don't understand. I'll go back to structure. Pages about. Okay, so what's it saying? How it works, team. So I need to add team. Tony. Test. Okay, publish. Presentation. About. Published. Why? Am I just missing something? Is that when I right click? I really don't know. Okay, so okay, there's the motor. Cool. So yeah, the motor comes up. And then if I come back to the section, title, team members, add another item here, and then Gibson, JI, CEO. It's just images of me. Sorry guys. Buyer. Publish. Come back here, first page. Yeah, that's wonderful. And then come back to here, shift. Publish here. And then refresh page. Nice. That worked really well. Back over in cursor, which CMS content should be included in the sitemap, everything CMS pages, blog posts and case studies. Yeah, so the team modal new team section. Like team, so it's getting the team section, team draw. What's it put on here? Go to members, member photo, member name, and then when you click on that, it opens the drawer of the team member, passes the team member to the draw, and then we have team draw, team member draw, and then it checks if there's a member. If there is a member, it adds that member to it. That's fantastic. Really great. Keep all that. Okay, so dynamic sitemap SEO, add a dynamic sitemap that queries all published Sanity content. Let's view the plan. Use a dynamic sitemap endpoint that queries Sanity on each request. This fits the catch-all model. Add an include sitemap boolean to existing shared SEO object. Surfaced in Studio. This keeps all call discovery options in one place. Had a bit of an epiphany with why the pages for the blog and the case studies needed to be added in this way. A bit scatterbrained today with this and learning a bunch of stuff, but this listing page, blog case studies, listing pages, one that comes from our actual routes in the SvelteKit project here. That's why it can't link to a page. It's not technically a page in Sanity. The SEO blog posts. Okay, so editor publishes the page, Sanity dataset. Google get sitemap publishing docs where it's true. It gets the Sanity dataset, XML response. Okay, that makes sense. So add sitemap query to Sanity queries. URL mapping, reuse logic from Sanity. Exclude CMS pages whose slug is home, but a not designated homepage. Yeah. Last mod, new sitemap endpoint. Create source, lib. That's just the helper. Yeah. So if the URL is linked, Crawl is told not to index it. Sitemap exclusion alone is only a hint. Wire this through page load queries, add include sitemap to existing error projections, and pass it into SEO head. Okay, so we'll just add no index if it's not an SEO head. If exclude sitemap is, if the sitemap is excluded, what this does not solve. Slug change redirects, we don't need that. We don't need that. Sitemaps. Okay, let's just build that. Is there a way that we can add schema to everything? Because if we're adding schema to stuff and the schema is like, we don't want the user to have to create the schema and then paste it in Sanity, because we want the AI to be able to do that. So let's just see if there's a way that we can add schema to it. Is there a way that we can create SEO stuff and schema that we can push to Sanity for each page / JSON object? What is the best way to manage this? Hey, where did you go? Manage all this. Previously, with cursor only projects, I just run an SEO AEO audit and have it implement everything directly, but with Sanity we need a different approach. so we've got anything instructional or pages. Services included sitemap. I mean, that's fine, but we want include sitemap to be on by default for everything. How we should set those. Okay, so what we have, don't push JSON, okay? There's a bit here. That's quite a bit there. What you already have in Sanity, editorial shed SEO object on every thing, yes. JSON we don't want to store in Sanity. Organization, logo, social URLs and editorial. Singleton in Sanity, rendered, derived from FAQ content. Derived. Sanity store, so we say decides how to say it to Google. Recommended architecture. At a site setting, singleton global defaults. That makes sense. Extend the SEO object. Build schema in code. Then a JSON component that accepts the type and everything, keep fallbacks there, so many fallbacks, or so many conditionals, how to run an SEO, previously audit, implement audit, code changes one time in repo, content changes per document in Sanity, bulk populate from an audit, write a one-off migration script, or export a CSV from the audit. Script patches in Sanity, editors can refine the studio afterward. What to push to Sanity versus keeping code. Okay, so missing meta and that, we can run an audit and just push all that directly. No Sanity changes if FAQ exists. Create a plan and let's figure out how to implement. So default sitemap, what was on the field, had initial value, but Sanity does not always apply field level defaults inside nested objects. When studio toggle shows off even if the front end already treated on value. That cannot happen. So toggle may still show off. Okay, so we want PMPM seed. What happens if I just run PMPM seed? Is it? Only upsert, so. About page is still off by default. By the looks of it. bulk SEO seed script include patch Sanity documents. Include the seed migration. Maybe that's why I didn't do it. I wonder where the box is. So just delete the whole thing. Not finding studio. Custom studio. So. I mean, it's just local studio. Local host. Now I'm getting 500 internal. Kill that server. Load, include site map. See, here it is. The import path is wrong. Now we're back up and running. So about services. Home, it's all included now. That means we can create a new page. Create a new page called Contact. Included in the sign up on Sweet. Okay. That's actually a very good page now. Let's see. Interesting. I mean, it feels like it's good, but there's something just from a UX perspective. I'm not loving it. Can I just delete that? How do I? What is this? Three dots there. Delete. Did it delete it? Yeah, okay, just delete the whole thing. Delete all the versions of these. How does that not delete? Have I got to open somewhere else? Is that no? Are you sure you want to delete the version? I want to delete the entire thing. notification. Why is it still there? Just trying to delete contact page and come up page and it's not updated. Hot. Listed. Cool. Yeah, I think maybe it's just a bit slow. Found an empty draft after deleting contact removing it in history. Set untitled first drafts don't show up. I don't know. Stop that. Looks like it's fine. So now back to our SEO plan. SEO object, site settings, singleton, that's the logo and all of that stuff, page, blog post, case study, Sanity stores, the tutorial, SEO copy and all defaults, code generates output. Use fixed document ID. Load site settings once in layout and fetch in. Yeah, upgrade SEO head so that it has code generated JSON, and then it pulls what it can from within Sanity. Bulk SEO seed script node. Okay, let's build that. So site settings query loaded once. Now we have site settings up in Sanity here. Site name, so 7 days to launch. Open graph image. set is logo. Let's come up with logo. Just take that logo. Let's do SVGs. Great. What is this? LinkedIn. Just paste that there. Cool. Stack. Agency. Why can't I publish? They all need to be done. Publish. URL. Okay, so that needs to be we got logo coming here. No. Okay, so back in Sanity settings. PMC SEO. Blind for SEO updates. Source. Yeah, do like a list. Cool. I mean, overall, I'm pretty impressed with how Sanity is working. I think the flow is going to be something like scope, sitemap, build out custom pages. So the main question I have to build out custom pages is can we give the clients the ability to control the meta tags and descriptions for cool designs. Create scaffolding for create components for SEO pages. To Sanity or have Sanity have all the information that is hard-coded into the site made configurable. Sanity. So what happens then? Let's go back to cursor and ask that question. Let's say I make an awesome page with a custom design in cursor. Can I make it accessible to the client in Sanity so they can edit the content? Perhaps it would mean that it's just not like a page component in Sanity. Yes, that's exactly what this template is built for. The design stays in code, the client edits structured content. They don't get freeform layout control. Okay, I'm just gonna pause. Is there a way to pause? No. Okay, so we're back now. Turn the webcam back on. We're get the music cranking again. Okay, so where were we? We were looking how it works. Section. Designing cursor, define editable fields, add Sanity schema, build Svelte component, client edits, and studio. Makes sense. So now, I just want to make this a bit more visually appealing. Maybe also add some bullets. Can we add 3 optional bullets to this section? And then maybe we want to do a nice overview, nice design style, some nice fonts. Okay, let's do that. We want this to look visually appealing so that send it to design studios. Should also be a reflection of that. There's a few approaches we can take to the copy. So those approaches are either just lorem ipsum, or we can have like strong heading here. Or we can have something that explains what each section is. How do we want to best do this? So we want to come up with a plan. And I guess we need to look in this project as well in SvelteKit. Like how do we add members? Project members. It's actually pretty. Seems pretty reasonable price. Free forever. Up to 20 seats, 2 data sets, public only. Agent context. Quite a good price. We need to make it something that's like visually appealing, but also simple. If I just delete this, delete that. Clear field. Nice. Design suits or they also be Sanity. Both live Sanity. Back on the main scene. Should the demo be framed as your actual offering or as a neutral fictional brand, so studio focus on layout system? This is what we want to decide. I don't know what the best approach is here. If we're giving design agency access to this, it would make sense that it's for like a dummy company, but also it would make sense if the copy was like big heading here, strong statement, strong product statement as copy. And each component as a section, so like this could just be heading for example. Heading. I think either B or C, which you think is stronger. I feel like with a couple of UI improvements, Sanity would just be amazing. Like being able to edit here would be awesome. How we should be 7 days. What is this? Should give it full context. Screenshot. That's what it says. Visual design stuff. Realistic brand copy. System reference. Already built section name descriptions. Why not see on the live site labels like hero? Make the screenshot look like internal docs and duplicate what Studio already shows. Why not lorem ipsum both hardware content? Studios need believable line links. Images in here. Yeah, see, this needs to be configurable as well. This body needs to be as an component. This body needs to be a component, so we can add a variety of different sections for body slash image slash CTA mini thing slash whole body. So image explanation. That was just a use effect thing. So this is how we work. Saying avoid lorem ipsum. I mean, I don't mind the Bloom product narrative, but at the same time, I don't want them to feel constrained that we just do B2B SaaS. Perhaps there's a way to make it more like a portfolio. That includes links to our projects, as well as communicates this is a demo client experience. Maybe it is stronger. It's tricky to decide. If I just sieve that, does that make that go away? No. Okay, let's share the project list with it. So click. Build a shield. Into session. Quinn. Set. Risk. Care network. Playing again. Understanding what you design and how you deliver. Perhaps the copy is around an AI native stack. Mac plus CMS experience. It's not a product, man. Yeah. Let's just build it and see what it does. I wonder if it's possible to change this headline and stuff with cursor. Because it would be awesome because you could just update all the copy and cursor and then just send it to Sanity. Okay, so is there a way to edit with cursor? Don't hard code headlines. These components should be read. Hard code it, of course. Use Studio. Or you already have open. Use cursor when you want to change how fields work. what cursor can do? For example, the hero headline in the seed script is here. Changing that and running pnpm seed would update Sanity, but it would replace the whole page. Okay. So there's no. So it seems that the biggest trade-off here between Sanity and Cursor, or Sanity and fully AI native, is that someone will need to input things into the input fields in Sanity when it's set up with Sanity. Otherwise, it can just all be done programmatically through Cursor, which is obviously the preferred method. But we shall see if we can do it through seeding. So then the actual workflow would need me to build the sections on the page, not give the ability to change the section through where is it? Through here. Yeah. Again, trade-off. As soon as you start adding in anything to do with CMS, you start losing the ability to just prompt everything into existence, which is obviously a huge benefit of using AI. Let's just see what it builds. Broke. Pretty sure I'm going to black too. Yeah, and really I think anyone that's using Sanity will be I think it's good for people that don't yet know how to use AI and don't have Claude Code installed, and also don't to really limit what can be done to the site. So only editing content, moving some sections around on some pages, basically gives like an air gap layer for content editors to not touch any code. But the downside is that it makes anything that needs to be configurable through Sanity lose the ability to be updated with AI. Which, okay, is a trade-off for sure. but it also puts the onus back then on the clients to manage all of the text updates, which may or may not be a good thing. But then if they want to start modifying components and that, it would need to be done in Cursor, push the updates live, and then they would be able to edit them through Sanity. So let's just push this live. Let's just create this GitHub for this. Create a repo. Sanity demo. Private. Create. Push. Sell. Create a new project. Import Sanity demo. We're gonna need the environment variables. So I'm just going to this v. Continue environment variables. Add. Save. Redeploy. Cannot be redeployed. Why not? Because it's blocked. I need to go to here. Change the email. Dark. So that will now push it. This is blocked because it actually needs. It's really strange. Cell lets you create. Well, GitHub lets you create a initial commit with an email address and associated account. But then you got to change the email address to push to the cell using git config.email. Pretty interesting, but now this should be deployed. And now I'm sure we need to go to here somewhere. And add a that's going to be done. Yeah. And then this we're going to need to surely add something. Work. So we go. Wow. Pretty crazy. Studio. recommend for production and editor-facing employees. Can you log in? So I'm going to go to access. Maybe members and then invite myself. As an admin. Did it invite? Kind of strange that it doesn't have a state here. So let's sign up then. Sign week. Gibson. Password week. What? That's not what we do. Mind fair password. Apparently let's use it though, so just toggle off that. Use a different suggested password there. Create that account. Now we should get email. Get the verification code. And then I want to accept that invitation. So now that I'm here, I wonder if I can just now show. Okay, cool. So where are we? That's that. That's the local host. So now we're in site setting. Pages. Home. Interesting. So if I go to structure, and then I look at pages and about. Wow. Okay, cool. So Sanity cross environment. Doesn't matter whether you're on the live the domain or the local host. It will show everyone else where you are in the project. So that's cool. So coming back to presentation. But it says launch the product in 7 days. Why does it say that? Why does it say that when on? Yeah. It says the AI name stack. Does that mean page refresh? Yeah. What? Wait. That's pretty interesting. And then back into cursor. When I click into the studio, it overrides the text with that. So if I hit publish now, it's going to override all that stuff that we just did. Let's see. Otherwise, the AI native stuck. So we have this. Try PMC again. Yeah, so it's I like the initial test with Sanity. Much better. Next, the homepage draft was published. There was a bug which showed presentation preview. Okay, so now we run PM. Run seed. And that's going to seed everything. So now we look at Sanity demo jet. Sell. Publish. Host. Changes. Either publish or draft changes. Okay, so let's see. Cool. Oh, what's it? Shift? Yeah. Command Z on this. What's the easiest way to just delete the section? Right, click remove. on the bottom of that page there. Yeah, so we want to add a blog. New blog post. Can add text here. That's not visible. It's not visible there, but it is here. Ah, what clients can edit? That's different. Structure, blog. LinkedIn. Suppose if I copy the code. Is it blog post now? Presentation was previewed in the wrong page. Your studio URL is editing C blog post, but the preview framework. Back to the cell, let's look at the deployment. Missing a main document. How can you be missing a main document? Okay, so we're going to see if Sanity is now in sync with cache refresh. I don't get where that's on local host. What client to edit? What client to edit? Presentation. Log. It's like it's rendering the wrong thing. This section is in the editor, but not in line of sight. client/fetch problem. Bloody hell, you have something in mind. Flash image SSR client preview Sanity perspectives. So herein lies a question: how do we ensure that the Sanity perspectives are always aligned? Strange that it can go out of sync like that. Like this is not even the same blog post that's on the live site. Just makes no sense. What about payload? What's payload? Sanity. Very nice site. Visual editor. I really don't understand how to go out. Like, how can it go through drift? How do we get drift in here? Perspective stay aligned, publish normal browsing, drafts, preview mode. Like this is a draft, but where's my actual content? What clients can edit? What clients? This blog post is not showing it's not showing Insanity at all, so just screenshot that. Let's see. Well, blog post is not showing Insanity. C post exists. It's published in Sanity style draft category. Yes. Delete style drafts. Then run PM C still see content. It doesn't explain why we're not seeing the new one in here. Just don't understand. Always pass the load query. It's not committed. I think that'll just about do it for today. Again. Not that I'm but it looks like that's updated now. Great. Site settings, great. So now I come back over to Sanity. And I go to add a new blog post. Title, test, blog. Generate, Gibson, accept, hello, upload. It would be good if that was pre-filled, like the same as above. Then we want to add rich text. Some rich text. Now. Heading 2. Some text. And then we can add a inline CTA. Headline. Take this action. Label. Book now. Say that it's going to go to services. And then we want another rich text. Just check that. Put that under. Presentation. blog. Okay, well that's that. How do we then make it like it's a draft? How do we make it not published? Never hit publish and still draft state. Yeah, it shows up. Preview mode is active. Preview banner, exit preview. Okay. That makes sense. So we should add a little banner that says commit and push. So if I go to incognito window over here, it should show. And if I refresh that page and delete, I guess. What are these things? Session cookies, Sanity drafts. Maybe it's delete. But we should get a nice little bar here now. Exit preview. Exit preview. Should refresh page as well. Now if I refresh the page, it should be gone. Cool. And then if I go to blog and then I hit publish, it should be now back here. Cool. Some rich text in here. That's a H2, sir. Let's go back to localhost. We need style rich text accordingly. Heading, etc. are all the same. Size, so paragraph, etc. I did that off the screen a little bit. Hopefully the main sensors. Sounds like there's a third wall going on out there. Cool. I think we're going to leave it at that. So now what we can do is if we want to create a blog, come to here, create a new blog. Create a new blog called My Awesome blog. Generate that. Name Luke. Avatar. Excerpt. This is a great blog. Cover image. Upload that. Let's just make it. One logo. This is awesome blog. Open graphics. Just leave normal. That's fine. Let's add text. Writing blogs. Here is cool stuff. Cool. Now come over to here. Hit refresh. It's not there. If I hit publish. Refresh. It's there. Fantastic. Great. And yeah, we can do that. Build out new pages. We've got pretty much everything ready to go. It was pretty easy to set up. So I think Sanity moving forward to CMS would be cool if it had some more features and just a nice page here and land here. There's not really. You got to click over here to do something. And then it's not really clear at the beginning that you need to click here, so it's a bit wrong. But then once you're in here, it's pretty easy to build out these pages as needed. Click on presentation. You have a pretty configurable page here where you can just click on stuff, move the order of stuff using Shift key, get that nice little preview. You can create everything here is customizable. This upload image. So yeah, it's all there. We'll leave it at that now. And yeah, Sanity moving forward.